And gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the Mars Dota 2 League, taking a look at our final series of the day and what could be our final game of the day, Gambit versus Team Spirit. Again, this is our first look at these qualifiers, at least at Team Spirit. I have been playing in a lot of other events all around the CIS region with GESC qualifiers going on, Star Ladder qualifiers going, Epicenter qualifiers going. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's a lot of Dota 2 being played these days. And even here at MDL, we have had three best of threes. This is the third of them today. And, you know, we just keep on chugging along. We just keep on having ourselves a nice little time and going to enjoy the great Dota 2 that's happening. Wanted to give a quick little shout out as well. Congratulations to Team Secret, qualifying and beating, coming in top of another tournament for themselves at Dream League. Always love to see some high quality dotes going on there. And now the dreams of the next round of people coming up to see if Team Spirit or Gambit could possibly be the ones to topple Vega and make their way to the major, MDL major. A little bit about these two teams and how they got to this point, because I always like to let people know this stuff. Gambit was coming in bottom of Group A. They lost to Vega 2-0. They lost to SM as well, 2-0. And then you had on the other side of things, actually 1-0, excuse me, because it was the lower bracket. And then they ended up being able to come from the very bottom of the lower bracket. They 2-0'd, 2-1 effect. They went 2-0 over SM, and now they're playing Team Spirit. They did just lose the last game in unbelievable fashion. We've seen a lot of stomps in this tournament, but that one might have been the most pronounced that we've seen yet. On Team Spirit, they came in top of Group B. So we got the bottom of Group A versus the top of Group B. Team Spirit able to 2-0 Fly to Moon, who almost took the series 2-1 against Vega in the last game that we just watched. And then they were able to go 2-1 over Effect, who lost to Gambit 2-1, like I said earlier. And this is their first game since that series. They've been able to have a little bit of an easier time with it. A little bit earlier in the Star Ladder qualifiers, I believe that they were knocked out by Vega Squadron, which is a little bit unfortunate for them there.
Radiant team pick.
But nonetheless, it is going to be now a very different game, as Gambit are going to be the one to take the Warlock. All right, apparently this is the answer. If you end up losing the game, you just pick your opponent's picked and then go from there. Yeah, so it was a Gyrocopter first pick overall, Viper, Tusk, and now Dark Willow. Also, I didn't mention Lyrical Dota, your caster for today. I did have two other co-casters actually scheduled and lined up, but unfortunately they were not able to stay with me till the end of the series, as sometimes does happen. But nonetheless, I'll be bringing you the action to the best of my abilities, and we will be enjoying some wonderful CIS Dota together. So, Warlock taken. Warlock Tusk. Sort of a strong in the lane combination. I think that that's what they have to do. After that last game, they just got so quickly ran over. They need something different. They needed to switch it up. Viper's a strong laner. Tusk is a strong laner. Warlock helps accentuate who could already be a strong laner. So if you have something along the lines of like, I mean, not that we're seeing it that often anymore, but it used to be Legion Warlock is an incredibly strong dual offlane combo.
Team pick.
Phantom Lancer.
But Spirit are going to take PL now. Really nice against the Warlock. You can doppelganger off the Shadow Word. Kind of a nice little answer to that hero overall, I would say. Gambit, where are they going to go next?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I think the scary thing about this is it means that your late game from Team Spirit right now is already so good.
Dire team pick.
And Gambit are going to go for an axe? What? Excuse me? Okay, it's pretty cool. I like Axe. He's a very, very strong laner with Warlock. Got a ton of heals thrown in there. Just go spin to win in the bottom lane and punish to the best of their abilities. Or rather, top lane, because they're Radiant.
5 seconds remaining.
Or they could still just run Axe solo. I don't know. They could think about going like Tusk Axe and then snowball into a call. What do you do against Axe now? Like, Dark Willow seems pretty good against Axe in some ways. What else is there? I'm not sure. I mean, I think that you can go a lot of different ways with this. You are playing a melee core into Axe, and PL could run into some issues. Blink Breakers, also saving heroes would be a good save there. You obviously can't purge off the call. Let's see what they decide to go for. Very limited time left. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Decrep Axe when he goes for the call. Also, could build into a Yules later if he wants to.
10 seconds
Yules
remaining.
is like the ultimate answer for Axe. He just Yules and he doesn't do anything.
5 seconds
Although they
remaining.
do have the Chaotic Offering to follow it up anyways, so if he gets a nice call, then you're still going to run into some issues of being grouped together and starting to fall down. His talents are kind of interesting too. I feel like I remember there being an AoE increase to the Berserker's call, which is nifty, but I think that's much later on anyways. And based upon the way that Team Spirit played it before, they might just try and push down lanes and say, deal with us. But off-lane Pugno, probably going to be paired together with a Dark Willow. We might see Dark Willow against the Axe, but most likely now going to be looking for Team Spirit to take a position
Dire
for
team
hero.
bad.
They ban out the Witch Doctor. High base damage, which is good against Axe, as well as a good stun, ranged hero, ranged support. That's what they're probably going to be looking for. The ban out from Team Spirit. What do they need to be worried about?
10 seconds
A safe
remaining.
lane hero that does some good AoE damage.
5 seconds remaining.
Pairs up well against PL. Sven? Sven's not terrible.
Dire team pick.
They're going to ban out the Terrorblade. Are they going to go Luna? No, there's no way they're going to. What the fuck am I talking about? Sorry, guys. It's been a late one. Been awake since 3 in the morning.
Radiant team pick.
I've been calling for it all day long. I wanted to see the Sand King. It's not when I fully expected it, but I do like it. And now I'm kind of wondering if we are going to see a 1v1 setup. They're going to
10
try and maybe get that
seconds
going.
remaining.
It's a possibility.
5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut.
Choose your hero.
Jug taken. Good burst for Gyro. Although they already kind of have answers for Gyro, I think. The real problem I'm seeing is the PL. I would definitely be more concerned about the PL this game. Illidan has the potential to just like run all over these fools. I don't know. That's what I see at least. And I'm slightly concerned about. So game number 2 for MDL. The major qualifiers for the CIS region. If Team Spirit win this, they are going to move on to the Grand Finals for a rematch of Grand Finals against Vega Squadron. I was talking about earlier, Vega Squadron was able to knock out Team Spirit, I believe about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago or something, for the Star Ladder qualifiers. And we will see what ends up happening in this one. I believe they are paused. Tusk paused. Big question mark for me is this Axe. How is Cheshire Cat going to fare on the hero that nobody picks? I do think he has some potential. Like you're running, I want to see if they run a dual lane with him. I'm assuming they are going to, because if that's something that comes out, I think that's a way that like this hero could come back to relevance, because we've been seeing a lot of dual off lanes recently, and he seems incredibly strong in that. So they're gonna get that pick. The pause is still in effect. Come on, folks, let's get this game going. There it is. Game number 2, Gambit versus Team Spirit, Semifinals, CIS Qualifiers, MDL. There are a couple of interesting interactions with this. Illidan might run into some issues with the Nether Toxin against Viper, where they wouldn't be able to propagate illusions. Particularly if Viper gets to like the super late game of having that silence, but that again is sort of a little bit of a tough one. It's really going to depend a lot upon the vision and who gets the initiation. Like if you call PL into a Viper Nether Toxin silence, like he is going to be hurting a little bit. But I don't know if it's going to be enough to bring him down late game. Like PL just feels so strong late game. Moving out now.
Prepare for battle.
Another pause. Come on, guys. I believe in you. Looks like it's going to be Viper and DK Phobos heading down bottom. The Sand King in the dual off lane is a classic. A Windlace on him early. So going to make moves but not have to commit to the full boots. It's a nice little build there. Gives him some ability to maybe go into Sandstorm and farm out the jungle a little bit if he wants. Cheshire Cat. Gonna place down a ward mid. While top lane, G scouting to make sure he doesn't run into anybody with that smoke. So there can't be any pull shenanigans going on with the wave. Ward placed down here as well. They did catch sight of FNG's Dark Willow. And it looks like, are they sending Axe mid? There's no way, right? Are they gonna send Axe mid?
30 seconds to
It looks
battle.
like it. They have a feeling that it's going to be the PL there, so Axe mid. A blast from the past. Very different from what I was expecting. Vanscore going to constantly pull down bottom. The Jug. I think that the lanes are going to go better this time for Gambit. It's hard for them to go much worse than what happened in the last game. Gyrocopter G going to move forward. Pick up the bounty rune there. And because of that, it looks like Team Spirit are going to be able to secure 3 bounty runes.
I'll take your tribute.
And that was not the block that they wanted, I don't think. Maybe it was. So PL versus Axe mid. Got the spin available to him. It's going to be very hard to come and contest, at least at the beginning parts of this. Cheshire Cat going to push the wave underneath Illidan's tower. Illidan gets a call right off the bat. Stealing away some CS there. And an interesting way to start this. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Juggernaut going to face off against this DK Phobos and Viper. I think that he'll have a better time than we saw last time on that Faceless Void. While Bignum tries to contest FNG's farming here. Shadow Realm, the walk away, gonna deal some good damage to the Tusk as well. And then head out of there. Should be fine. Bottom lane, continue pressure. Another pause. This does sometimes happen. But this is where things maybe get a little bit scary. So the Jug is only level 1, Vanscore is level 1. If they Burrow Strike Vanscore, he does not have any way to walk out of this now. They've got Nether Blast, deals 100 damage, plus some pretty meaty right clicks coming in from Pugna. with Caustic on, Vanscore is going to take a hell of a lot of damage in the woods here. So we'll see if they decide to go on him. Or if they're just going to try and continue to have a good time farming, I guess. Top lane. Viper. Also having a decent time. And PL is... well, he's behind the axe, which is to be somewhat expected, I would imagine.
You deserve nothing.
They can't really approach the wave that easily.
Got it.
Ball comes out. He still has Doppelganger available, so we'll be fine. Top lane, lots of damage here onto the Viper, who is going to be isolated now in the shards. Able to block off, but the root catches and kills off the Viper. So first blood going to Team Spirit. So Axe is winning in a pretty heavy fashion right now in the mid lane.
Bodies restored.
But PL is still making a bit of a life for himself. Level 3 versus the level 4 of Axe. Top lane going into the favor of G, as well as the Dark Willow. They have one more deny on the Viper, but he did fall down, and there's also a creep wave pushing in. So that's going to be a little bit more skewed towards the Viper regardless. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Jug behind the Pugna, who is going to slowly whittle away and cause trouble here with the disarm. Very frustrating playing against this. Mid lane again. Illidan. Trying to just keep up some little bits of damage there onto the axe and now pull the aggro back. Playing around this the best they can and is able to dodge some calls here and there. But axe against any melee core is just really hard to deal with. So Axe is by far winning the mid lane, but they're kind of losing out on the other two side lanes pretty heavily. Disarming the Jug. TK Phobos gets the last hits. Does also have access to that level 2 now in Nether Blast, which is pretty hard to deal with. 4 minutes in, and again, looking like a fairly substantial lead for Team Spirit. This time around, they are still going to have Cheshire Cat,
Not this time.
kind of dominating this lane and actually almost able to find, if he gets another lucky spin here, Illidan, Doppelganger is away. He's going to live through that one. But the game is going to become harder for this Viper. Tough for him to move forward in this lane. Well, bottom lane, they end up finding a kill onto Vanscore just to dive forward for that one. They're still holding on to a Burrow Strike here with an Arcane Rune. And top lane, G kills off Bignum, so multiple kills going on in different lanes. And everywhere we look, Team Spirit coming up on top, with the exception of this Axe in the mid lane, who does have level 6 now. Falls back again, dealing good bits of damage. If he got one more spin there, might have been able to get the dunk off. Does not happen. 31 and 11 for him. And we'll see what build he wants to go for. Does look like he's going for treads. Are we going to be seeing like the battle build, the right click axe? Ends up missing that call. We'll see. Meanwhile, a kill. The Viper able to take down G. Not bad at all. And now the spin on the Biver. He does have Burrow Strike back up in 1 second and going to use it to get away from the Jug there. But G going down. Not great at all for the Gyrocopter. And meanwhile, a good bit of damage coming out from FNG. Hitting away onto Bignum here. Let's have the Shadow Realm available. Snowball so he doesn't take that damage. It's over to the creeps. The root's going to hit. And looks like FNG... He's going to TP in with Viper. They look like they want to fight this one, not realizing that the Burrow Strike is going to come in for Viper as well. Does have it connecting now if he wants to. The missile's going to be there. They do take down FNG, and looking for the double burrow. They managed to find it. In some trouble. This Viper, even if he can take down anybody at all, the snowball is going to be there. Sand King trying to run yet again. They managed to get the Sandstorm off. Oh, but the corrosive skin, it's stealing that damage right now, and that is going to be a kill. So they take down Bignum, but cannot kill the Viper.
Force me into retirement, will they?
So Gambit fighting back in this one. Looking a lot better than we saw in game number 1, that is for sure. Coming out of the lanes, relatively even now. Again, the big winner is going to be this Axe. 42 last hits right now. It's 7 minutes in. And going towards the treads next. Does have them coming out now on the courier. We'll see what he decides to go in the next build. Burrow strike there onto Warlock. Heals himself as well. Very low net worth right now on Van's score, similar to what we saw in the last game. Just a wand and some TPs. Now the Burrow strike there again. Lots of damage onto the Jug. They don't quite get the spin yet. He's thinking about using it now. Needs to be careful. Burrow strike back off, cooldown in 2. And with that, the Jug will retreat. Gets his salve off. And back to farming.
Dire's top tower is under
Cheshire
attack.
Cat still wanting to bring out his items on the courier as G is here. In the mid lane as well. They do bring in the Viper now. And it looks like they're going to switch up the lanes, wanting to give PL an easier time of it. But Axe with that is going to head top. And now they're going to try and put the hurt onto this Dark Willow who's taking over the lane. And do they realize this? They should. FNG going to probably try and play it safe now. 2 points in Shadow Realm as well as 2 in Brambles. He's a fighter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So PL having to retreat to the jungle never feels good for Illidan. But he can try and clear through those ancient stacks slowly. Taking a look now at the net worths. No surprise there really. Axe on top with the Viper right behind him. Then we've got Pugna, Gyro, and that PL. Life Drain. Brings Jug low, but not low enough. And he's starting to catch up a little bit. So here you don't want to fall behind on. Not quite level 6 as of yet. Gonna go for another Burrow Strike here. Now the Upheaval turned back against them. 2 points in that. Life Drain as well. They stopped that one basically now, and the Aether Lens is picked up for Pugna. But a slow and steady pace to this game. About 10 minutes in, they're going to start to beat up on this tower a little bit. With the 4 points up in Nether Blast, as well as clear through the creep wave. Top lane. Cheshire Cat trying to bully again. And G now with a call down. They want to do something here. They're bringing in another. This is the Sand King. There's the Brambles back behind. Ends up getting rooted. Call down is there. They have a snowball to save though. And they're going to wait for the perfect time to try and go for it. There's the snowball. Who are they going on? They're going on to the creeps, and Cheshire Cat able to dodge away from the Brambles. Viper comes up. The rest of them back out. It forces rotations. While mid lane is going to be pressured by DK Phobos.
Radiant's middle tower is
Let's
under
come
attack.
there with the siege creep. Now, do any of Gambit have a TP to get into position to defend this? It does look like a couple do. Jug could get here if he wants to, but they don't really need to. Cheshire Cat's going to make the move. 40 attack speed Axe. I mean, he hits pretty hard. He does a lot of damage. This is a pretty nifty little build from Cheshire Cat here. And eventually, if he gets to that later talent, the attacking procs counter helix, could be really good. Lots of heals there again from the Jug. They're propagating illusions, but not really doing all that much to the Juggernaut. They're going to go for the pull off to the side now, and the creep's going to start to damage the tower in a bit. Level 7 on Dark Will after getting all of this free time. So still very even in terms of net worth and experience. Gambit need to be careful as we do have the rotation in from the Pugna. They ping out the area. They see the Bignum is there. They're going to be able to find the Decrypt. The Slow is there as well. Snowball, but now he's gone in a bit too deep. They're going to drop down the Brambles. Burrow Strike for the finish, and DK Phobos gets the kill.
I'll take your tribute.
Bottom lane Axe forcing back the PL yet again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But it is a looming threat of PL in the late game being very hard to deal with, even if the Axe is able to get the jump.
Face it, you're a loser. Denied!
Gonna throw out a missile now, see if Jug decides to spin for it. He is going to just tank it. Good decision. Is the wraparound coming as they tried to go in towards mid. They have Chaotic Offering here as well. Biver. Burrow Strikes onto 2. The call down as well. They're going to end up getting the Fear off. It's a ton of damage, but they do still have the Chaotic Offering to turn this if they want to. Vanscourt thinks about dropping it, turns and falls it down now as well. But the Shadow Realm and Dark Willow able to dodge away from it. Still living through for the moment, but they do bring her down. So a 2 for 2 so far as the break is there, but they managed to take down Biver as well. So 3 for 2. Gambit striking back in a big way. It wasn't the PL or the Pugna to go down, but they do have to be careful. Blink Dagger there for Cheshire Cat, waiting for the creep wave. He goes in immediately now as they try and bring down this PL, but Illidan, Doppelganger's away. Looks like he is going to be fine and dandy. Seven to 6. G looking for another initiation here in a second. If they can kill off this Axe, it is a big boon for them. And there's the Burrow Strike. They don't have Epicenter though. They get the call. Lots of damage coming in onto this Gyro, and the missile hit already. Cheshire Cat falls. That is a nice chunk of change for the Sand King and the Gyrocopter.
Dire's top
Still
tower
though,
is under attack.
Be careful. You do still have Gambit strength right now. Their group up. Jackson gonna push this tower. Bottom lane also gonna be pressured. Mid lane, Jug already spun, and they're going to glyph the creeps here as well.
Are fortified.
They don't want to have to pressure, deal with this pressure coming in.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Gyrocopter pulls the creeps over here to the jungle. Gonna clear through that one, while top lane pressured in continuously by this Warlock Viper. Chaotic Offering off cooldown in 50. Mid lane, FNG is here. They have Terrorize available. Cheshire Cat, they have full vision over all this area, and the Shadow Realm as well as the Bedlam. They got him caught there. The turnaround though, they're trying to bring him down the Snowball. He's alive, that puck. There's gonna be the Terrorize, not quite yet, waiting for the moment. Omni Slash back off cooldown. FNG's gonna TP away. Call comes. And that's a kill. Still though, they do manage to take down the tower, so Team Spirit got what they came for. They lose the Dark Willow in exchange for it. Fiver here. One Burrow Strike, all it really takes. Along with a couple hits with that Caustic, and that Creep Wave is going to be all but gone. We can just pull it into the tower as well. They haven't really dealt with this Viper, who is now about to have a Hurricane Pike. Axic could have those items ferried out to him. Gonna stack up this camp most likely. And then farm it up to get the completed Hurricane Pike.
Where's my pension?
Get Phobos DD, pressures out the tower. Bottom lane pushed in as well by Biver.
Radiant's top tower
And he is getting real close to his Blink Dagger as well. only a couple hundred gold away. Mid lane, though. Gambit realizing they want to get something done while they've got this very strong combination. Axe, Blink, Call, Chaotic Offering to follow. Who are they going to find? Looks like Illidan and Gyrocopter are going to back out. Might have been able to glimpse them with that ward, not sure. Or just realize that there's something going on there. And well, that is the PL. They dropped the ultimate on it too. The bait is real, and now they realize it's just an illusion. Going to try and TP away, not happening. That is going to be a dead Axe, and now looking for more. Vanscore, after already used his ultimate, is going to fall as well. A huge turn of events there as they used Chaotic Offering and got an illusion. I don't know if that was baited out or what, but it worked beautifully for Spirit and terrible for Gambit. Really, really unlucky there for Gambit that the illusion is the one that they went on, but now you've got a Juggernaut with a Battle Fury. Still ways for Gambit to try and take this game as it goes later and later.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Use the blade done for Illidan though, and this tells me Spirit might think of fighting soon. An Axe Gyrocopter.
Radiant's top tower
Dagger
is
there
under
for
attack.
the Sand King with Epicenter ready. They take down the tower.
Fortified.
Invis in the area. What else do we have?
I'll take that as tribute.
Veil, as well as the Aether Lens on DK Phobos. How's this Axe doing? Going for Blade Mill next.
Scanning.
And after his great early start, he's really fallen behind. They drop down this ward, which is going to be scouted if anybody from Team Spirit walks up the high ground.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, G around 1,800 gold away from his Aghanims. They're going to bring in the PL, and with that Jug, realizing he does not want to be here anymore. He's to the Shrine. They had a smoke. Yeah, they're thinking about it. They're going to go for this. FNG gets together with G, and they're going to try and smoke up and see if they can find a kill. Possibly onto this Juggernaut. It was still within vision. It's going to be tough for them to time this together perfectly, and in fact, they're going to go for the easier target. Vanscore in the mid lane. Bramble's going to be thrown down now, and Axe just called also, so he's not going to be able to help out his buddy. Killing spree for G.
I belong in the sky, and you belong in the ground.
They take down that ward. Top lane is pushing,
Radiant's middle tower is under
but
attack.
so too is mid. And this is a push that's hard to contend with. DK Phobos, just from so far away, can throw out those Nether
Dire's
Blasts.
top tower is under
And
attack.
it's not easy to come and contest
Radiant's
that.
middle tower is under attack.
G throws another missile there onto the Viper. He's not having an easy way out of this one. They do have the snowball, going to pull him inside. There's the push to the other side. Terrorize comes out, fear onto both of them. The call down. They got that Viper isolated. Burrow strike onto the Tusk. The team fight will continue. Vignum will not be a part of it. He dies. And another swing back into the favor of Team Spirit. They are looking crisp. Meanwhile, they end up losing. Oh no, that can't happen. Yeah, he knows. He ends up burning through all of his mana, so he couldn't get the spin TP away. And mid lane, they are just hemorrhaging kills. They also find Cheshire Cat. They're looking for this guy. And he needs to be careful. Get vision there for a moment. Cheshire Cat's still caught and in trouble. Epicenter out. He gets the call, which does stop it, but Bedlam and everything else means all of Gambit has died in the last minute and a half. And this net worth graph has just fallen off an edge. Every single hero has died on the Gambit team. And now they can push down bottom. They can push through mid. This is a scary, scary time to be a Radiant
Radiant's
hero.
middle tower is under
DK
attack.
Phobos almost killing off this tower. Back off cooldown again. They throw this out. That should be enough.
Radiant's
Bottom tier 2
tower
goes
is
down.
under attack.
Or rather, mid tier 2 goes down. Bottom tier 2 is going to be pressured shortly as well. make sure that there's nobody hiding over in the trees. And this Team Spirit lineup, I said it before, say it again, are looking mighty, mighty crisp. And Gambit right now just don't really have anywhere else left to go. They're going to smoke up now and see if they can make a play. I guess this is the Roche move. This is not a bad idea. If they can sneak away a Roshan, it's going to make things so much easier for them. And I think that's what they have to do. They're going right in. Do Team Spirit realize it? They're smoking up themselves, and I think that they know. I think they know. The scan is there. They're pinging Roche. This is going to be terrible. The Terrorize comes down and fear onto two of them. The Chaos Offering is trying to interrupt it, but the Cold End is already there. A ton of damage. The missile hits. He didn't get the spin off, and they do pull him inside of the snowball, but it's not enough. There's going to be the Hurricane Pike away, but still G stands, taking them down low. Is going to live through the first salvo, but they end up killing off 3 in exchange for that gyro. Age is still on Roche. They fought back on the axe. And, well, the move could have been big, but now it's a 10,000 net worth lead. They're going to go Shrine together and maybe set up for another Roshan play themselves. If they want to, or they can just sit back and relax. Gambit thinking about walking back into Roche themselves. I mean, this is really the play. It's so hard to make this work. FNG. Lots of pings. If they knew that Davik was in here, the smoke ends up breaking immediately. They should realize now. Moving towards mid. Ever there with the blink, ready to go. So too is the axe, though, and Brambles go down as well. Cheshire Cat looking for that opening. They can go right here. He's up on the high ground. They see absolutely everything, but he ends up getting his blink canceled. The Burrow Strike, the epicenter, it's on to everybody. The Omni Slash immediately taken off. This is a catastrophe. What in the hell just happened? And this Jug, he doesn't have anywhere else left to go. This is possibly just GG. No buybacks on any of this hero. The tier 3 is going to fall. Afterwards, if they want to, they can go for Roche. But the most important thing is that this is like, with Pugna here, so much damage. Like, look at these barracks fall. It's going to be another lane or another tower. And I mean, they won't call it now, but going down 2 lanes of barracks, 16,000 net worth lead at this point in the game. It's almost impossible to try and come back from this stage. They used their ultimates recently as well. They will have Chaotic Offering back off cooldown in 20 seconds, but Omni Slash was interrupted in that fight. 2 lanes gone. And again, Gambit without an answer to the Team Spirit aggression. They have stalled out. They have fallen off. And after what was relatively good beginning, Gambit now just grasping at straws to stay in this game. And Illidan
Invisibility.
is going to send these illusions out. Try and get a little bit of extra vision around the map while he solos Roche. This is what they need. They got to go for a big play here. They're taking damage from the Ancients right now. A little bit of a misplay there. They're going to break and turn around, try and take down this PL. He's already used Doppelganger, but there's no follow-up at all. The call is there. The Yule Scepter lift up, which means it's not doing anything at all. Curse Crown connects. That is a dead axe. That is probably going to be a dead Jug as well. He throws the Omni Slash. It's not doing nearly enough. They lose 3 yet again, and now Viper left completely isolated, going to be burrow struck and killed off. Viper, he did a good amount of damage to this gyrocopter, but he's just going to get healed back up by DK Phobos. Aegis is going to go their way, and Team Spirit looking to try and close this game out in easy fashion. This is the scariest looking team in CIS I've seen so far.
like pigeon.
26 minutes,
Radiant's
24,000.
is under attack.
And when your Sand King can do this, you know there's a problem. Right, there's a problem for the other team.
Radiant's
So
top
Shrine's
tower
going to
is under
fall.
attack.
So they do
Radiant's
not get
top
wrapped
tower
around
has
upon. They have a
fallen.
completed Satanic. Buyback status,
Radiant's top
it's
tower
not
has
super
fallen.
impactful for the Dire. Like, they don't have it on these heroes, but it's unlikely that Gambit's going to be able to pressure out a lane afterwards. They're going to need everything to hold this. And even then, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. They send a PL illusion forward. Illidan going to hit away. They call the PL
Radiant's top
illusion.
tower is under attack.
It dissipates. So too does
Radiant's
the
top
tower.
has fallen.
Daxit getting mana burns. He's trying to burn through these guys. They are going to hit onto G, but G holding onto that Ag, holding onto Satanic. They take him down, but there's the burrow, there's the fear, there's the kill. Most likely coming as they try and run. PL just eliminating Vanscore. There is not a chaotic offering in this fight. The cooldown is there. They buy back on the Viper. Juggernaut lifted up in the air. But they are mega creeps. And with this, I do believe Team Spirit are going to take the fastest 2-0 that we've had so far in these qualifiers. GG is called. They got a date with Vega in the finals.
Dire victory.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our coverage today. It has been a long and wonderful day of Dota 2. It's currently been about 8.5 hours so far, so a relatively shorter day as far as 3 best of 3s go. But nonetheless, we've got more action tomorrow. It is going to be a best of 5 Team Spirit versus Vega Squadron to decide who from the CIS region is going to compete at the MDL Major. So thank you all so much for watching. Again, shout out to all my previous co-casters, Draskell, as well as Tsunami. You can follow them at Draskell Dota 2, at Tsunami643. You can follow me if you feel so inclined at Lyrical Dota. And we will be giving you some coverage tomorrow, 1400 MSK, which is Russian time. That translates to 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern. And all the other ones, fill them in. Sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. Particularly because daylight savings, it always messes stuff up. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Again, apologize that I wasn't able to secure myself co-caster for the last series. We had unforeseen circumstances that meant that I had to go solo for this one. But I still think it was a pretty entertaining time. And I hope that you enjoyed it. Really hope you did. That's going to do it for me. I will see you all tomorrow bright and early. Have a good one. Adios.